guys! Welcome to the first video in 6 weeks that isn't being uploaded weeks after filming. By the way, that means I'm back from Africa. So the most common question I'm going to hear in the next few weeks is, how was Africa? And honestly, I can't even begin to tell you in less than a million words how it was. But what I can do is give you a quick overview of what went down while we were there. You will see my adventure more in depth with my Africa vlogs, but unfortunately I can't work on them right now and I'll explain why in a bit. But anyways, here are some things that went down while we were there. A break-in, a girl getting stabbed, 3 volunteers getting mugged, losing electricity for a week, a guy getting shot outside of the daycare that we worked at, our train catching fire on the first day, a taxi breaking down in the middle of the highway, a shark attack, foot-mouth disease spreading, averting a potential plane crash. Yes, it's on the news actually. There were some smaller incidents, but those are the bigger ones that happened to us. So let's just say my parents weren't kidding when I said to be careful in Africa. However, I also ate some of the best food I've ever had in my entire life, met children who changed my perspective on the human condition, got to know locals who welcomed us with open arms, saw the southernmost tip of Africa and where the Atlantic and Indian Oceans meet, met an internet friend and a bunch of other YouTubers in person for the first time, hiked Table Mountain for 2 exhausting hours, one of those 7 natural wonders of the world, but was rewarded with one of the most beautiful views I've ever seen in my entire life, learned to play the African drums and dance in front of an audience of mostly strangers on my 20th birthday, became regulars at a cafe with the best food and the best atmosphere, watched the final game of the World Cup with our host family whilst drinking hot chocolate, experienced a Discovery Channel moment in person when we saw elephants swimming in the river and heard them trumpeting left, right, and center from us, knocking down trees and even walking meters past our tents. Fell in love with the beautiful sport that is surfing. Saw places that looked like they were straight out of Middle Earth like Fernkloof and the Botanical Gardens. Spontaneously jumped into a natural reservoir just tucked away in some secluded areas in the mountain. Faced my fears and went shark cage diving and realized that sharks are actually really gentle creatures. Yelled the lyrics of Living on a Prairie on a karaoke stage with 30 other volunteers. Had a scenic drive along Chapman's Peak between the ocean and the mountains with the perfect playlist and the best people. Had an up-close safari experience with a herd of elephants. And so many more. So yes, maybe we dealt with a lot of scary things while we were there, but we also experienced things that probably changed most of our lives. And that is why I travel. So I won't have my Africa vlogs up for a couple of weeks, and that is because I kind of broke my laptop. And no, it wasn't even when I brought it with me to Africa, but when I got home in the comfort of my very own bed instead, of course, right? But what I can do is I'll have this video up, a recap of my adventure, and I'll also have a video of the YouTube meetup I had with Warren Hayden, who's one of my YouTube friends, and I will link his channel below and also up here if you want to check him out. He's the first person I ever met from online. It was a really cool experience. I absolutely loved getting to know other YouTubers in person. It's such a great experience and I can't wait to keep doing it. So not being able to work on the videos that I wanted to work on and not having a laptop and not sure if I'm going to still have any of the things that were on my laptop is kind of a crappy situation, but I'm getting through it because I think that some people find an excuse and some people find a way, and there's no way that I was going to let a broken laptop get in my way. Anyways, it feels so good to be back and I can't wait to get back into the swing of things and to get to know more of the community that I was away from for so long. I apologize for the situation, but I will make it up to you by putting my blood, sweat, and tears into my Africa vlogs. I will see you guys next Tuesday. Bye! To part 2 of 2 College Freshmen, a short guide.